Honeygain review. This is my review of the software application Honeygain. This is an application that is kind of like a proxy server. You run it on your computer or on your phone, on your mobile phone. And what you're doing is acting as a proxy server, which means your app is accessing web pages on behalf of a customer. So these customers, they need to analyze web pages. I do it for my business. I own cheapbooks.com. I have to analyze websites that are book related so I could hire this company. And what they do is they pay people to run the app. It's cheaper than using cloud services. So is it real? Yes, it's real. There's people making money. I am in Asia. I'm in the Philippines. People in Europe and in the United States are making money. I've heard of people making $50 a month, or the highest I've heard is $150 a month. They didn't say how many devices they're running it on, because you can run it on 10 cell phones if you want it. Because I'm in Asia and I've only been running for a few days, I haven't gotten any big clients on the system yet. I have gotten referrals. I've got my first referral, which means I am earning 10% of what that person is producing, and he's also in the Philippines. So this is what it looks like. There's something called Jump Task and Honeygain. They're two different services. Honeygain is completely automated. You just run the software and it starts processing. And Jump Task, you have to go in and you have to choose a task, and then you perform the task. This is, for example, one of the tasks that I chose. You're probably going to want to skip Jump Task, and my advice is focus on Honeygain. Take a look at Jump Task, but you might not find any. I didn't find anything. So you earn a certain amount every day based on your bandwidth. People are saying that if you go to your Windows data usage per application, they're saying that the bandwidth is actually higher than what's being reported here. So this is 66 megabytes, and on my system, it said 4 times more. It said like 320, but this is the day rate and not the total rate. So I don't know if I calculated it properly, considering I have been running it for 3 days now. So that's something I'm gonna check later, but it's something you might also want to check. These are the referrals, which is shown here on the bottom. This is someone, I did not ask this person to join, but he is someone that I know, and he contacted me and he said that he's trying it out. He's very excited about it. He's been running it for a day, and you notice that his data transfer is pretty good. It's equal to mine. Once he gets to his 2 gigabytes, I'll get the 500 credits, which is worth $5. So it is multi-level, which means that when you add somebody one level deep, people that you invite, you earn a percentage of their earnings. And because I am in the Philippines, I'm not going to be able to get the big clients. My plan is to get a lot of referrals, get referrals from the US and from Europe, and to run on multiple devices, and to run multiple apps. I've tried other apps. I'm going to show you an example of one of them. This one, it's showing traffic, but it hasn't shown anything in the balance yet. This is another app that I'm running, which is making the same amount as Honeygain. However, Honeygain uses less CPU, uses less electricity, so it's kind of a better deal to run Honeygain. And that other app, it doesn't have multi-level marketing, so I can't invite somebody and make a percentage. There are other apps. I found a few other apps that do. So there's a lot of competitors to Honeygain. I tried a bunch of them. almost none of them worked. In fact, the only one that's working is Honeygain and my Bitcoin miners, of which most of the Bitcoin miners also don't work. But I found two that do work. One does have multi-level marketing, and I will post a link in the bottom and in the description and probably a comment, and I will do another video on it. So you've got the overview over here. I'm going to explain real quick how everything works. You've got the option here to switch between Honeygain and Jump Task. My advice is if you start out with Honeygain, you're probably going to want to stay with Honeygain. It says that you get a 10% bonus with Jump Task, which obviously means you make more. But like I said, I went through Jump Task and it didn't seem like it was something I wanted to pursue. I tried it a little bit. I'd rather just stick with the Honeygain. So this is your balance. 105 means $1. No. It means 10.5 cents is what it is. Now, I know you're going to say it's not a lot of money, because it isn't. There's people who have 32,000 on their balance, and I've seen even higher numbers. A lot of people have higher numbers, and their graphs show that maybe they'll make a little bit, and then it will jump up and earn more, and then it goes back down. And there's some people that earn continuously, and there are people in the Philippines who are also earning money. You just have to let it run. So the software has been running for many years. I've heard of people running it for 3 years now, and people say that they have earned money. And the issue is when you're making $50 a month and then it drops down to 10 or 20, people get angry, and then they complain. And my response is, don't complain if you're making money. So this is 10.5 cents, which shows up over here. You need 20 to get a payout. The payout over here, it says 0.52. 1% of 20 is going to show up as 0.2, and this is going to go up to 1%. So this is 1 out of 100. This is out of 20. That's why the numbers look a little weird. This is how much was earned today, which is, right now it's 5 p.m., so I'm guessing this is 12 noon. It's going to go to 12 midnight, I'm not sure. Shows how much data was transferred, how many credits were earned. The credits are 10 to 1, and that's pennies, not dollars. This is the referral earnings. This is a prize where every 7 hours, I believe, over here it says 10 hours, you can open it and win a prize. And I have won some prizes which are listed over here at the 4.0. So when you reach $20, you can do the payout. And here we're going to correct this so it shows everything. This is my graph. I've been running it for 3 days. You can see that even though it looks like it's a lot of money, it is not. Other people do have very large graphs. Like I said, if you're in North America or Europe, you're probably going to get a lot more traffic than I do. Here in the Philippines, after 30 days, I'm going to do another review, and I'm going to report back the progress. Over here, you have achievements. This means I signed someone on as a referral. This one, I'm not sure. Maybe it means you ran it all day. This means that you were here to manually click on this pot in order to see, like the last thing I won was 2 credits. After you win a certain number of, once you get 7 of them, you get 50 credits. This means that you went to the jump task mode, which is here, and you did one of these offers. And like I said, where I am, I'm really not happy with the offers. I'm probably not going to participate. And obviously you can win credits. Some of the credits weren't so bad. So over here you can see you've got how much my computer is gathering. You can see how much the people I referred, how much I got from the pot and from achievements, and then from Jump Task, which I only ran a short time. This is your devices. I can have up to 10 devices. They have to be on a regular ISP. You cannot do it from a data center or using cloud computing. They don't permit it. You can run it on Linux, but it's got to be something that you run as a desktop on a ISP retail consumer. I'm planning on adding 10 more devices. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy 9 or 10 cell phones. And I'm going to run this app, and I'm going to run my cryptocurrency app, and I am going to try to see if this one runs, and any other apps I can find I will also run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up making, $30 a month is where I'm going to be starting once I accomplish this task of buying all these phones. So over here, obviously they have this little ad. We've got a graph over here with earnings, which is pie chart. Got the information about an invitation. Goes to the same screen. So the statistics over here, I'm going to show you what the miner looks like while we're waiting. That's the miner right there. So you can see it shows you, basically it's the same information. Also, you see content delivery. This is going to make more money for me, but unfortunately I do not have any orders for content delivery. So if I do get some, then obviously my income is going to increase. It says I am in queue, and I had to enable it. It's disabled by default. So that's something you have to look forward to. So over here you have statistics. It's basically the same graphs that you saw before. It's the same thing. This is the guy who signed on with me. This means that 2 days in a row I got the prize. Here we have some information. Business intelligence, brand protection means that they're looking at images to see if they match an image that they own. Ad verification is going to check to make sure that the ad on your website follows the policies of the advertiser. We got app testing. Content delivery means if you see an image, it's cheaper to put it spread out on many computers because you can get faster delivery. It's like a geolocation. And then price comparison means that they have to look at web pages in order to see what the price is for a product, which is something that I've done before. I'm not currently doing it, but I've done it before. So you got your transaction history, which is right here, showing all of the transactions as they occurred. And I haven't done any payouts yet, but they would be listed here. This is my referral. You give an invite code. This is his email address, the date he signed up. This is his progress. I've been watching him. He's running it continuously. He's really excited about the program. And obviously he's going to be signing up other people. And the way you sign it up is by giving a referral link. And you can copy this and put it on social media, and it will show a nice advertisement. And it will put the link in. That's how he joined. It did not ask him to join. Then over here you have achievements, which we talked a little bit about before, and you can go read the achievements. Some of them are about posting on social media, for example. And obviously you have to unlock some of them. Okay, so that's Honeygain. Is it worth it? Depending on where you live, it's worth it. Is it worth it every day? Unfortunately, not. On some days, you're going to make more, and on some days, you're going to make less. Compared to cryptocurrency, this is making the same amount as my crypto miner, and I have a fast laptop. Uh, it's a 85, I think it's 8550U i7 or something like that. Not a modern one that came out this year, but when it came out, it was just as fast as a desktop 5 years ago. Now the my fast server is 3 times faster than my laptop. So my laptop's pretty good, and my laptop has two GPUs, and having two GPUs means you make more money. Honeygain doesn't require a fast computer. You can run it on a slow computer. You're going to make the same amount of money because it's not the CPU, it's the bandwidth that you're paid for. So what you want is a fast internet connection. Doesn't have to be super fast, but you want it to be fast enough that you can get the content delivery. You sign a lot of people up, you're going to get 10%. So if you get 10 people that are equal to you, you're going to double your income. I recommend the software. It was easy to set up. I tested about 6 cash apps, and I tested 6 to 10 Bitcoin miners. I found 2 Bitcoin miners that worked, and 1 cash app that worked, and it's this one. The other ones did not work. Some of them were running but do not pay because they're in beta right now. Some of them, like this one, is running, but I don't see anything in the balance. And I only have been running this for like 8 hours. Because the first time I did it was okay. So this one was complicated to get it to work. A lot of them are difficult to set up. It does have multi-level, so you can sign people up. This was easy to do. Signing other people up is easy to do. It's popular. A lot of people have been using it. I highly recommend Honeygain. I am looking for other apps. I do recommend you run more than one app. I can run this and my Bitcoin miner on the same machine. And in fact, I'm running 2 Bitcoin miners at the same time. And that doesn't seem to interfere with the performance. I'll be doing testing and I'll report back in a month as to how it's going along. So I advise you to sign up and give it a shot. Run it for a month, see what happens. Because if you can make an extra $50 a month, or get lucky and make $100 a month or $150 a month, and if you're a young person, this is the future. This is the future of software because you're going to be competing. You're going to be able to offer a cheaper price than all the cloud hosting. This is going to be the future of making money, is going to be running apps on your compute time. They may have paid more many years ago. Now you're going to be paid less because there's so many people running it. But if you stick to it and you sign up lots of people, as the years go by, you're going to be making more and more money. It's going to keep on building. And as you buy more devices, you can keep your old computer. You're going to be able to run it on your old cell phones. Everybody in your family, your kids, for your kids to be able to make a little bit of extra money every month is going to be worth it. You know, kids that have cell phones are going to love this app just to be able to make a little bit of extra cash. And the amount of money that they're going to make over their lifetime with an app like this is probably going to be pretty significant. Okay, so I recommend Honeygain. If you have any questions or comments, please post below. I do own cheapbooks.com, which is a website for buying and selling textbooks. Very easy to use. It's very fast. It's actually running the miner on the server. I'm testing the miner, and you just type in over here what you want. That was pretty fast. And there's just tons and tons and tons of books. Right now, if you look at the bottom over here, it will show you This is 560 million listings. That's pretty huge. And that's not even the primary database. The primary database has more. It's going to have over 1 billion by the end of the year. Okay, so that is my review of Honeygain, which is Honeygain. It does pay out to PayPal. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.